I'm spitting a paracel just to get your attention. No, I'm not gay, I'm actually pansexual. Today marks a first for something in my video, and that is that I'm actually holding the camera. And to prove it, I'm going to shake the camera like this. It's just like Cloverfield. Anyway, what we're doing this week is we're showing our collection of manga and anime and stuff like that, and I thought I'd focus on my manga and anime and my video games, and I guess we should get started with that. First off, I'd like to say, though, that my manga and anime collection is rather small, and the reason for that is because, well, I have to buy all this stuff, and I don't have a job. So, yeah, let's just get to it, shall we? As you can see, I am big into Fruits Basket. I got the first 15 volumes. Well, actually 14, because I'm missing 11. I still gotta buy that one. It's kind of weird how I skipped one, didn't it? Yeah. A big fan of that series, as I stated before. You've seen this one before. As a manga, I got that baby for a good deal at Borders. This I have yet to read. I have not read that yet. I've only read like a couple pages and I stopped because I just got sidetracked. This, as you may know, is my most perverted manga that I own. Haven't read this yet. Here's my very first Yuri that I ever bought. Yeah, ladies. Oh, okay. Minus that creepiness. I got the first volume of that, and I got the first volume of the light novel series, which I should get started with soon, and I will. I got a couple light novels and a couple actual novels from people in Japan, and I got The Melancholy Haruhi. Haruhi. There we go. I said it right for once. Got all that lovely stuff, and oh, here's a pride and joy of mine, right here. Kotoko Live. That I really love her. I mean, I do. She's just an amazing singer, and I found this copy of, it's brand new. I found it at Right Stuff, the Iowa headquarters, which is kind of weird that it's headquartered in Iowa. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got it for $6, and I watched it, and it's awesome. And it was filmed in 2004, so it only has, I've only heard of actually one song on here, and that's Resublimity, which you've all heard of. If not, you should probably check out the anime which it is from, which is, where is that? Well, anyway, let me try to pronounce this. Let me try to pronounce it. It's called Kanazuki no Miko, and I'm actually getting the complete series sometime soon in the mail. I'm still waiting for that. Lucky Star Volume 2 and 3 I own. They were sold out of the first, and they never restock on it, so that's all I got for now. I got Clannad, After Story, most emotional anime ever, made me cry like crazy. It's really depressing, really. These four right here, which I haven't watched yet, but I really can't because it's like the third, fourth, and fifth volume. I don't have the first two. I found a Goodwill, and I got them all for like $1, which is a big steal, because if they were all $20, you got $80 worth of stuff. Yeah. Oh boy, Doujin Work. Weirdest anime I've watched so far, and it's really perverted, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh wow, I need to expand for my manga, because I got all this going on, and actually that's a light novel. I'm doing a good job, am I? You can laugh all you want, I still own a lot of cool stuff. Here it is. I give you the last volume, or issue, of Shoujo Beat. Really sad. Funny story, I think I mentioned this before, but the day I discovered this, it was in May, and I bought it, and like, wow, this is really cool. I didn't even know they came out with stuff like this in Iowa. I decided that I would subscribe to it, But as we all may know, it has since shut down its doors due to economic problems. But the thing is, though, I didn't know that, and I sent in the money and stuff via mail, and they canceled. It kind of sucks. Oh well. Now, so I've shown this in some of my videos. It's Bhutan from Clannad, if you watched, and it's got Toru and Kyo from Fruits Basket. You can see that. You can't really see. I don't know. It's kind of blurry for some reason. Let me zoom in. Oh, I don't know why it's blurry. Anyway, a good friend of mine from New Zealand made that and shipped it to me. I really got to send her something back. Okay, of course, here's my wristband for Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Alright, on to the video games. I own a lot, but I'm only going to focus on the ones I really, really love, and just to prove it, here's my box, or plastic box, where I keep all my video games. The Pride and Joy is coming up, though. Let's get started. I'm a huge Capcom fan, and a zombie fan in general, so it's no surprise that I own Dead Rising. This game is hard. Or it's hard when you think about it, because you're in a mall full of zombies. So what are you going to do? You actually going to do the missions, or are you just going to kill all the zombies? Still going to beat it. Here's an underrated game. It's called Manhunt. It's probably one of the most controversial games of all time, basically because you just run around and execute people in very cool styles while someone records it. So it's like a snuff film game. It was actually banned in Australia and England for the longest time, because some kids in England decided that, hey, we should try this out in real life, and one of them ended up choking the other one to death. So you better play this game, because it's worth choking someone over, so that's always good. Also a huge Valve fan, so I got the orange box. And Half-Life is my all-time favorite game series, if you wanted to know that. Resident Evil, no surprise that I actually own that, and I'm saying that a lot. I should probably come up with something else. I'll say Slammin'. Okay, so Outbreak. Not a lot of Resident Evil fans didn't like this, and I thought it was really a fresh idea. They just didn't really execute it well. Let's see, Knights of the Old Republic, War of the Monsters, one of the greatest PS2 games of all time. They should really work on a sequel. Then again, I think the company got shut down or split up. Not quite sure. I need to find that game. Max Payne 2, very good game. Counter-Strike, showing my Valve fanboyness. This is my first copy of Half-Life 2. And I actually played Half-Life 2 first, then Half-Life. I'm working on Half-Life right now. Still, such a great series. Alex is so hot. Anyway, Resident Evil 0. Funny story. I sold it 2 years ago after I beat it, and I ended up buying my own copy back 2 years later. Weird, huh? Remake, otherwise known as Resident Evil Remake. I call it a remake. A remake because it's a remake of Resident Evil. Got it for a cheap deal here. Left 4 Dead 2 to show off my zombie fanboyness. Very, very good stuff. Left 4 Dead 1, obviously. And finally, I'm working on this right now. Half-Life for the PS2. It's the port. It comes with Decay, which is an expansion pack to the series. Found it for $12 at Video Games Etc. If you don't know what that is, it's a Midwest Iowan chain of video game stores. And it's just, this game fascinated me when I was a kid. Mainly because of all the blood and guts and explosions. You can't really blame me for being a guy.